Hello, this is Brennan and welcome to Musings of the Mind. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between proactive and reactive thinking. This is something I think is very important because in people who I see who are successful at whatever field, they're proactive in their thought processes. And and people who I see who are failing, who are mediocre, whose lives suck, they're always reactive. You never find a proactive person whose life is a disaster, and you never find a reactive person whose life is a success, unless they manage to stumble into it. Like you see that in the crypto sphere a lot, where people just sort of stumble into wealth, and then they try to make masterclasses on selling it, but that was just lucking out. There wasn't any strategy there. But that's beside the point. This point was really brought to my attention by The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And basically, what is this? This is best summed up in the quote where it's the general who makes few calculations in his temple will fail. The general who makes many calculations in his temple before battle will succeed. Now, what does this quote mean? Well, what this quote means is if we look at someone whose life is a disaster, like they're guzzling whiskey, they're guzzling all this shit down, what's happening? They're being reactive, something bad happened, they drank a shot of vodka. Why? It was a reaction. That was not a proactive or planned out behavior, that was just something sucked, so he consumes it, and then a whole bunch of negative shit happens. Like someone, and I'm not necessarily trying to say these are bad people, or this isn't a war, but like so let's see, something stressful happens, person smokes a cigarette, consumes some vodka, they go to work, they're and their life sucks because they're always reacting. They can't plan out how to succeed, how to become successful. They can't make any plans because they're always reacting to random shit in their life. But what a proactive person does is they go the other way. They make a plan, a 10-year plan. Here's the macro plan, what I'm going to aim to do each year. Here's the micro of how I'm going to do it. And then they go on that trajectory. They're not reacting to the world around them, but rather being proactive. They've made the plan, they're following it. An example of this in my life was I went to community college. I went to college, went to university, etc. I planned this out. I said, I'm going to go for this amount of time. I'm going to do these classes. I'm going to put this amount of work. I'm going to do these things to help me study, and I planned it out, and I did it. And I was far, far more successful because of this alone than my co-classmates who were constantly reactive. They went to college, not because they wanted to, not because they thought it would succeed, it would make them succeed in life, but because that's what people taught. So they're reacting to an expectation, they're reacting to all the homework assignments, they're reacting to all the negativity, and they're reacting here. They have no plan, nothing makes any sense, and they barely graduated, and their life becomes a disaster because they're always reacting. Well, I succeeded, and a couple other people who I know succeeded here because as we made plans. And it wasn't a lack of resource here. Like the classmate who I had who was the worst disaster, who completely failed college, who failed everything, was constantly reactive, constantly smoking cigarettes, constantly vaping vape pens, constantly guzzling vodka. He was from a multi-millionaire family. His family were upper class. They were architects in San Francisco. So he had all the resources, but because he was constantly reacting to the world around him, lacking any sort of plan whatsoever, his life became a godforsaken disaster, and he failed at his endeavors because he couldn't plan out how to do them. But I succeeded despite having far fewer resources. Why? Because I planned out how to do what I wanted with what I had. And that's what I really want to drill into. Make a fucking plan, do it. Be proactive. Make a plan, do it. You wake up in the morning, plan out the day, follow that plan. Don't be reacting to the world around you. And this is the easiest thing you can do. Wake up 15, 20 minutes before what you would normally do, drink your coffee, plan out your whole day in your head, just go through it in your mind, what's going to happen from beginning to end. It doesn't have to happen necessarily in that order, but what this will do is it'll get you into this proactive, planning shit out, getting stuff ready mindset. And this mindset will pull you away from all the bullshit and put you on a proper path in life. Thank you very, very much for listening. See you in the next episode. Bye.